Hi, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Marlaya and Oputi. It's very exciting to be here again to bring us the second part of the same topic that we looked at earlier. Earlier on, I remain your host, Marlai and Ovuti. Earlier on, we looked at the topic that says, my husband left me for another woman, and now the other woman has left him for another man. Should I take him back? Now, this is another edition in the sense that this is another complaint that we get from some men who says, "Oh, my wife is being taken away from me by another man. She's gone with another man, and maybe a few years down the line, the other man now dumps her, and she's now pleading to come back. Should I take her back?" That is an interesting one, or an interesting question, in the sense that um, majority of men find it difficult to forgive such act when it comes to such thing coming from their women, because naturally men are jealous. So you find the men saying, never, never, I can't take her back. But if it happens, to a woman, if the woman happens to be on the receiving end, everyone will tell the woman, just forgive, forgive, forgive. But when it's the other way around, when the man is at the receiving end, everyone tells the man, move on, don't forgive, and all of that. So we want to look at that today, and let's see how to address that as well. Now, I want you to know that such thing is not good. It's not usually palatable. We don't encourage such at all, because, see, once you have subscribed to marriage, you should be contented with what you have. So long it's not sapping life out of you, so long it's not harming you in any way, or taking your life out of you in any way, you should be contented with what you have, and make the marriage work as much as possible. So in a situation whereby you have a promiscuous wife, and I mean a promiscuous wife, the one who is not contented, the one who wants to have a taste of every Tom, Dick, and Harry in town, sleeping around and all of town. Now, when you have that kind of a woman as a wife, and eventually another man takes her away from you. See, the thing is, it all depends. Now, when you have such women, it's usually difficult for such women to turn around, especially those that are loose, that are promiscuous, that have gone out there to to just sleep around, to earn a living, to get resources, to get money. It will be very hard to tame them. Why? Because uh, they just want to be free, they just want to live their lives. Now, if a man dumps them, and because of that they want to come back, the first question you need to be asking yourself is, okay, so why does she want to come back? Is there something she's missing? Is she missing the money I'm going to be giving her? Is she missing the peace of mind I give to her that she's not getting out there? Is she missing maybe the sex? So what exactly is bringing her back, or what exactly is making her wanting to come back to me? Now, you should be able to ask yourself all those honest questions. Now, is she also truly repentant? Because, see, you can't afford to have a woman at home whose eyes is always looking outside, whose eyes is always out there. Because I tell you, if she's not genuinely repentant and you take her back, it's only a matter of time. She will still go back again out there, with the next person that catches her fancy. So you need to be sure that whatever made her left in the first place, that made her left you in the first place for someone else, that issue has been addressed. It has been addressed for you to say, okay, I can take you back, because see, the if that thing is not addressed and she comes back to see the same thing, I tell you, it's only a matter of time. She will go back out there. Now, I've seen a few men fall into these shoes whereby it's like, oh, a rich man took their wife away from them. Now, when you look at some of these men critically, it's either they are not providing for her as they should, they are not providing for her children. The man is not making effort, he's not pulling his weight, he's not bringing home the resources that can support her and the children. And when that happens, see, the woman will start looking out and start saying, so how do I get the money? Especially those ones that don't have a job, or they are not working, or that are not doing tangible business to earn a living. Some, will easily take on to sleeping around with other men, acting as though they are not married, sleeping around just to get money. And some will even, not deceive the men they are asking for money. They will let them know that, see, I'm married with kids, but this man I got married to, unfortunately, is so irresponsible, he cannot meet our needs. And as a result, I need to do this. Now, when that is the case, you, the man, will need to do a lot of work to put yourself in order, and to put your finances in order, and to put your home in order. Because, see, if you don't have what it takes to fend for your family, I tell you, the woman will struggle a bit. There will be so much inner struggle for her to want to look outside. That is what happens, because they will now be like, oh, I found someone else that can take good care of me, take good care of my children. So why do I want to stay with this poor wretched man? That is the thinking of some of them, when you interview them or you talk to them. So you have to fix your economic life. You have to fix your productivity aspect. You must ensure that you are productive as a man. You are earning. You are able to provide to a large extent, for your home, for your family. Now, that aside, I've seen some that they are doing their best. These men are providing, these men are doing everything, yet this woman is not satisfied. See, those kind of women, when they go out there, I think it's better to let them go, because obviously the man is doing his part. The man, is providing, is fending for the home, but somehow they aren't just satisfied with his best. That is, if you are actually doing your best. And, they seem to be the materialistic type of women, the type that they are into materialism, they are into, I want the best thing in town, the best clothes, the best this, the best. But such women cannot walk, or some of them have never walked her hand for one day. Now, if it is those type of women, so it's better you let them be, or stay with those who can fund their lifestyle, because you may not be able to fund their lifestyle. And if you can, if she's naturally the promiscuous type, then it will be better to let her be. Let her have the fullness of her fun out there, while you concentrate perhaps on your children, and you concentrate on God to settle you with a decent, a more decent person, so to speak. But in a situation whereby maybe it's just circumstance, or it was an accidental situation that made her to go out there to another man, and now she's coming back to say, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, I want us to come back together and all of that. And you could see that, oh, this was an accident, her intentions are genuine, she really wants the best for you and for the children. Please, in that situation, you need to forgive. You need to forgive. You need to embrace your wife, bring her back, let her come back, forgive. See, this thing called marriage, there will be points in the journey whereby we will need to forgive. We will need to forgive. But see, when it's becoming a repeated act, or it's obvious that this one is a promiscuous one, see, it's better you let them be. Let them toe that part of promiscuity, especially when you have done everything to salvage the situation, to see that they don't keep going out there to strange men to strange men or to strange people, and still, with all you have done, they still want to have a taste of the world. If that is the case, it's usually good or better to let them be, for your own peace, for your own sanity, for your own happiness, especially when it's obvious this one is the troublesome type, and the type that has her eyes perpetually out there and not contented with what the husband gives to her or what the husband does. If that is the case, this is better to let them be. God has a way of compensating people, especially those who are upright with Him. So I hope you have learned something. I pray that we don't experience such, because those are not palatable experiences at all. And I will use this medium to also appeal to our women out there, both the young women and the older women. Please, let's be contented with what we have. We are women. Try as much as possible to support, your husband. See, the truth is, no matter how economically viable he is, at times he would need the support of the woman, because see, the economic situation has made it so difficult right now for just one single person's income to support the household, especially when you have a big or a large family where children are four, five, six. Then you don't expect one person's income to support the whole family. You also have to do something, and there are several legitimate things you could do. There are businesses you could do. You don't have to take to sleeping around, sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, passing through all different men just in the bid to get, your needs met, or trying to make sure you get all you want in life. It shouldn't be like that. You need to think and consider your children, consider their future. You yourself need to lay good example for those children by the way you live your life, by your lifestyle. That is very important. So I'm just going to stop here now. Please remember to leave us a comment, a like if you do like this video. I remain your host, Marlai and Hoputi. Until we'll see you again, I say